Hello, what's up guys? Your boy is here and welcome to another Lord of Nazarick video. And in today's video guys, we are going to be showing you the new monster hunts that came out today, the Dragonkin. We are going to be delivered as the usual is 3 teams that can get you a score, the best one, the second one, and a full SR teams for these new beginners or people who doesn't have SSR characters. So I hope that you enjoy the video and let's begin. So before we talk about Monster Hunt, there's no solution yet. The game is sleeping for some reason. They put a new Monster Hunt, a spending rank so people can pay money, but of course not a solution banner. And this is really pissing a lot of people off. I hope that they fix this, that this is not a funny joke, and I'm not even thinking it's a joke, but whatever. Okay, so let's start now and go to the Dragonkin. Let's read what he does first. So the buff that we get in this content is: in Monster Hunt, when the boss receives a debuffs, grants a 60% chance for a random ally to gain a random debuff, which is aka it's gonna be RNG. So basically you can do 100 run and each run is gonna get you a different and random score. One can get you 50, one can get you 10. I'm not even joking, because the 60% to get a, so you need to always get a buff, right? And you need this buff to be the actual needed buff, like a crit, an attack, not a defense and a whatever all like useless buffs they give as well. So it's so much big RNG. And in here it's inflicting DOT on Dragon Bloodwing, increases damage dealt to Dragonkin. So the more DOT we have, the more damage that we're gonna inflict on this Dragonkin. Interrupt Dragonkin's charge with high DPS to avoid high damage. So we need to do as much damage when he's charging so we don't get poof, you know, we disappear. We take a lot of damage, you don't disappear, but you get the idea. So basically let's start with the team that I was able, before this team I was able to get 49k. You can get up to 55k. I've seen people getting 55k, but if you got like a 6-star Momon and a 6-star Moe, stars here matters and we all know that. So the more stars, the more score of course you're gonna get. I have them on 5 stars, so I'm not gonna get the 55 or whatever, but you can get up to 55 with this team, depends on how built it is. We wanna put Hamsky as the captain because when an ally performs an assist, damage increases by 10 and by 20 in the Wise of the Forest King, and we will always have him by the Force of the Wise King, especially if you have him above 5 stars. So you will always deal 20% more assist damage, which means Maid is gonna go and deal a lot of assist damage more than the usual. And now for the equipment, we're gonna go with negative burst. We're gonna go with this one, which is gonna refill our negative burst, and this one so we can deal more damage to the beetles, so we can get rid of them more faster. And here we're gonna change that. I was putting it for the other teams. You can put this one for us to deal more damage on the debuffs, or you can put the penetration, but I normally love this one more and I think that it's much more beneficial. So now for the gears, you wanna termination on Momon and on Alibedo because it's nullify the defense, it gives us crit, and it's the best for DPS, him for his ult and her for her kit. And of course with both their Arclat, his Arclat needed for the chase so he can deal more chase damage for the stacks, and of course her ultimate will nullify more the defense and it's so beneficial for it. You can use Picnic instead if you don't have it, but it will affect the score a little bit. And we're gonna use Mori with Vert Mori because we want the second skill as much as we can, so we can delay the boss from attacking, so you know we can deal even more and more damage. And with his Arclat of course, because his Arclat is the best. And lastly we want Hamiske, we want her on Alchemy, and we want her Arclat as well because it's the best, because it can, as you can see, give us more damage with the Wise of the King of his HP as well. So basically that is the setup and that is the theme. Let's go and start. And now let's see like one tip before we actually start. Let's talk a little bit about what this team can have so you guys don't get confused. So Hamiske can die. So if he dies, don't tell me DT he is dying. I know he's gotta die. So that's why everything in here is RNG. You just put the second skill first so you can start chasing, so you can stack your Arclight, and then you leave it on auto and all good. When you kill all of them is when you press this one and keep it there, so you can keep him slowed. So Hamaski can die, it's fully RNG, and as we said before as well, the buffs is RNG. What buffs are we getting? What stuff are we getting? He got double defenses, so he can actually stay a little bit more tanky than he should be. Now he's gonna ult and hopefully killed. Oh, he only killed one. And here he is. He died. You see, you have to repeat again. He doesn't die sometimes, but it depends on the RNG. It depends on what is going on. What buffs are we getting? Do the beetles die or they stay alive? All of that matters on if Hamaski is gonna live or no. But Hamaski is really a very amazing buffer because he is nerfing their defenses. He's like reducing his defenses. He's putting defense down on them and out your defense. So a really amazing buffer, and he's gonna buff our mate so she can deal more damage. But all we want is that we hope that he heals enough and not get one-shotted by this dragon son of a mother. So this is all we want here, and this is all we wish for. She didn't, by the way, she didn't put her seed. We had to take it from other place, like here. Thank God she hid there, so he doesn't one-shot him. As you can see, he didn't die this time. His state was literally 1 HP. But he can survive now because he didn't die to this attack. And now that we got rid of most of the beetles, and they're all dead, now we put this so we can reduce him back. And now we want to focus either this or this. He's in the Wise King. Just monitor it a little bit and try to go along. You just don't want to lose his stack, but you want to use this so Albedo can attack and deal even more assist damage. He doesn't have it. Of course she's gonna go and do ultimate if she doesn't have this one available, so don't worry about that. And it's Vert More RNG. Is it gonna be there? It's not gonna be there. Is it gonna be there? It's not gonna be there. Who knows? Now we got not in the Wise King, so we wanna get in the Wise King again. And here we go. We are in the Wise King again. Now we go and put this again. And now we wish for RNG. As you can see, we got 36k in almost 30 rounds. So we might not hit this 49k that we did hit before, because like we said, that all RNG dependable. It depends on how much they crit, what are their buffs we're getting, and all of this stuff that we talked about. So looks like we're gonna get a 45, maybe like top, something like that. Depends on how much damage we're gonna do and how much crit that we're gonna do now. And he didn't crit, but she's critting fine. So here we go, 60.5 and I think 47 maybe. Yep, you can say 47k score that we got from this team. It can score up to 55, depends on RNG, and of course depends on the buffs that you're gonna get. And don't forget, Hamsky died the first round, but he didn't die this time. So keep trying and hope for RNG to be by your side. And now we're gonna go for the second team that can actually do a little bit of the same score or a little bit less, and can do even double this score. It can get up to 60 if you have them all 6-6, which is what I saw from Wilfred. So basically, this is the team that you want to use right here. Where is she? Here she is. You want to use CZ for the debuffs that she inflicts, because the more debuffs we put, and also for the supplies. She gives us attack, she removes our debuffs, and all of other stuff. She's so amazing and so good, and she's also gonna give us the increases in the magical defense against them, and also gonna be a good buffer for the team. I tried it with her and her captain skill, and CZ captain skill always scored us more, even though there is no magical damage dealer in here. I still don't know why. If anyone knows, tell me. But it actually works like this even much better. So this is the team that we want right here. We want her to always buff our Lupus Regina, so she deals more damage and more bleed damage, because she gives us attack and all that. And we want her to assist, because Maid is a really good character to have, and a very good. She's a red and she's an assist. She does a lot of damage, so she helps us scores. And we explain what CZ does. This is basically the team right here, and we're gonna be running them here The same thing, no mages because we have no mages, of course. Termination on Lupus, of course, and her Arclight. And both alchemy right here, and with both their Arclights, all of this needed for a good score. And we're using alchemy, so we got this attack boost for both of them, hopefully, from here and from here. And also some defenses to, you know, to sustain and all that. If you have them 6 stars, you can get above, like you can get from 55 to 60k, especially if you have Charlotte and Lupus 6 stars at least, because she will give you crit damage and damage boost on her 6-6, and of course her Arclight is gonna give even more if you have it at 6-6 as well from attack and stuff, and also she will deal 60% of bleed unified damage if you have her Arclight 6-6. So all of that matters in the score. If you already have them, you're a whale and you're watching the video, you can deal much better than the first team that I showed. So play this team and you will probably get a very decent score. So now let's show you a free to play team with only 4 stars tops on this team. Like CC is 3 stars as well. 5 stars Albedo, 4 star Lupus, 3 star CZ, and 5 star Charlotte as well. So all we want is to click on the ultimate here, and we want to she did her second skill, right? Yes. Okay, now we press on our ulti here, and that's it. Only use her second skill at the beginning, and then just start using her second skill, and click on Lupus right here. You see I've clicked, and this blue arrow is right here, and click right there so you can hit the enemy as well. And now she's gonna focus giving her shield and always keeping her buffed as much as possible with the buffs of Charlotte. And now we go and do some kabooms and see how much of a decent score we can do. But I think like we didn't we weren't attacking him, were we? Because I was busy talking, I haven't noticed much. Because the score is really bad at 18. Let me repeat just in case in case that happened. Because I thought like it's already clicked. I have no idea why it's not clicked. I mean, I didn't touch anything, but it wasn't clicked. This is really weird. Okay, it's clicked now. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, now we go like this. This is the actual one that we're supposed to go with. She does this, and then you keep you go for her ultimate, and you keep the rest normally on auto. And I put this just for fun. And now we wait and see how much score is it gonna be. Last time it scored me 45k, something like that. So it was a little bit close to what we can get to the other team. But it's because it's on free to play, but on ways it can get even more score. But even on free to play, it can get you 45 in case you don't like you don't have Momon. You don't have Mari. Like there's a lot of people who doesn't have these characters, so we have to come up with other characters so you guys can do it. Most of you don't have Maid Albedo, I know, especially for C servers, but for now the best scores is sadly with her. There's a lot of replacement that has less scores, and I'm gonna talk about them, don't worry. And we're gonna give you some replacements. I can't play them sadly because the video is gonna be so long for all of you. So we're gonna just show them. I'm gonna speak about them and give you similar options. I've tried them, so don't worry. But we also have an SR team that can score almost to 30k, which is surprisingly. So don't worry and stay for this as well. So now 30 round, and we hardly got the 30k. So this round already looks like it's not a good round. Like it's a random, like it's a normal round, like where we scored like we can score 35, I guess, depends on how much damage Lupus and Albedo is gonna do right now. But yeah, I think it's gonna be 35, even a little bit more. Yeah, it is. Here we go. Oh, she's got a shield. So it's 37k this time. It can deal more. I did 44 the last time with it, so don't worry. It can even deal more, but let's say 37 because that's what it showed on the video. It's normal. It always shows the worst on videos just so to embarrass me. But all good. So basically, you can use a lot of teams without using Albedo. For example, you can use the Gagatis that is free right here. Okay, and you can use Lupus Regina as well. So this is two bleed teams. You can use Momon and you can use Mori. This team works very well as well. You can replace Mori if you don't have Mori with Charlotte, of course, as well, but it's a little bit less score. But still can be replaced. You can play something like that in case you don't have it, and if you have him without the trial or Upstart, it can be good. Also, you can replace him with Demiurge. What is Demiurge? The mage Demiurge, not the tank. The mage Demiurge, so you can deal some debuffs and some stuff. This team also works, so you can use this team as well. And you can also keep Hamsuke right here and remove her. You can put Charlotte here to keep him alive. And you can put her, or you can put Mori as well. There's a lot of options that you can use, as you can see, and you can get decent score above the 10k that you want. Now let's move for the SR teams. For the beginners and the new players that wanna try to get at least the 10k, you can put these two right here. This is a single target red characters because the boss is green. We want to deal as much damage as we can, and the best healer as an SR for Monster Hunt, as like especially, it's always gonna be Nigun. Nigun is the best healer in Monster Hunt. There's like, it's hardly for any of your allies to die in Monster Hunt while he is in there, because he heals a lot and he gives a lot of shield, especially if you have him on good stars, at least 4-star and above. It's very useful and very good. And you can go and put either a mage Albedo or you can put Hamsuke. I rather put Albedo because there's a big chance that she can die. So mage Albedo is better and can help us clear the mobs faster, so we can deal a decent score right here. We want to put him as the captain because he deal high tier defense down, which is gonna help us deal more damage on the enemy, and which is gonna help her deal more damage on the enemy. And now for the skills, we are going to be using literally the same one, but we're gonna replace this one with a mage because we have Albedo in here. We want to use Underworld on her with EP, so we give more debuffs, so we have more chances to gain buffs and deal more burn damage and maybe bleed or whatever DOTs that will inflict. We're gonna use the chase on him because it's his chase character, so he can deal more damage with his chase. Also his Akhlad, as you can see, I have had only 1-star, so. And you wanna put termination on her and put picnic or any other crit that can give her crit. And also you wanna put alchemy on Nigun so we can get this attack or defense buff, and his Akhlad, of course, because his Akhlad is really good. Like, it chases the primary target for using an active damage based skill, then recovers HP to the ally with the lowest by 100% attack up to 3 chase attempts per round. So each chase that the angel is gonna do, we gotta heal the lower one. That's gonna help you sustain a little bit, and it's okay even if it's if it was on 1-star, it doesn't matter. And we talked about this, so let's go and start and show you this team. You put the ultimate basically on all of them, and that's it. That's all you need to do. You click right there, it's already clicked. So we want to use the ultimate for everyone, but Nigun, you want to use the second skill first. You want to use the drain, not the ultimate, just so you can drain the enemies and take less damage, and then you are going to use your ultimate so you can heal after they dealt some damage, because all of them are gonna move right now and deal some damage to us. And as you know, he heals with his ultimate, and we don't want to heal with full HP. Now we want to heal, for example, after they hit. They don't deal a lot of damage because of Nigun and all that, but here we go, we heal them back to full HP just because you know, being cautious, and that's all. Now we hope she keeps ulting, and as you can see, she ults again right now. And look at the amount of debuffs that we have on them because of because of this buff that we have right here. So we can stay hoping to get more buffs and deal more damage. Oh nice, we got some attack boost right there. As you can see, he almost died. If it wasn't for Nigun, he's dead. So you got the idea why Nigun is very good. Nigun always helps the enemy survive. He's a really good SR characters for Monster Hunt especially. I don't know much about outside Monster Hunt, but I usually use him mostly in Monster Hunt, and he never disappoints. Amazing character in Monster Hunt. Look how much debuffs we have on him. We have a trillion debuffs on him. Okay, can this guy die? Like, maybe? Okay, now he dies. Okay, as you can see, we are already past our 10k. You can deal up to 25. And I'm not even joking, I did 30k before. I don't know now why it's less, but we talk about it. It's RNG. It's all RNG. But hey, we're not using this team to get 30 and 40k. We're using it to get above 10k. But in case, especially if you're new and if you're in a new server with new people, and you know this team can actually get you a high score, and no one have other characters to compete anyway. So 22.7k you can get with this SR team. And this is all the teams that I can provide to you guys that can give you a good score for Monster Hunt. So I hope that you enjoyed the video and I hope that it helped. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your boy DTRU was with you guys. Peace.